Hey, welcome to Mental Mayhem. I'm Christine, and this video is on narcissism. So, I actually have notes, a page full of notes, because there's so much that is wrapped up into this. It's like I want to pull my hair out. I really do. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm just going to say this as a disclosure. Narcissism has turned into a fashion statement. Everybody's with somebody that's narcissistic. Let's just stop all of that. Okay, because I think it's very offensive for those who are dealing with narcissistic personality types that are living that it's almost like being mocked. That's how I view it. So if you are indeed wondering if you are dealing with a narcissist or, feel that somebody has narcissistic tendencies that's in your life, we're going to go ahead and touch base with all this. We're gonna go through my chicken scratch checklist. All right. And so with that being said, narcissistic traits and behaviors. Lack of empathy is one of the behaviors. What this means is, they have a hard time empathizing with other people. Maybe understanding how they may feel a certain way, or get an understanding of, their reaction, or what brought them to how they feel about a certain situation. Okay, they have a hard time empathizing with someone. Okay, there are also, I have stopped saying okay. What is that? Sorry, but they strive for perfectionism. Okay, I had once watched someone straighten out their pencils. I didn't even really know the person, but they're so they'd be so exact. I was just kind of like, But it's kind of like that. Everything has to be really perfect. If it's not something silly like pencils, it might be how you portray yourself in your family to others. No flaws. All right? It's not tolerated. They're also master manipulators. They know what they want and they're going to get it. They can manipulate situations. Their skill set is unbelievable. Very impressive in a way, but it's just not a good thing. But they are able to manipulate situations, manipulate people, circumstances, and outcomes. All right. They also seek a lot of attention and admiration. They seek a lot of praise. And, a lot of this is due because deep down inside, their self-esteem is very low indeed. So they seek it from people. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, it almost sounds like kind of like a codependent in a way, because again, seeking other people's praise, the validation, basically. So, but there is a sense of being superior, grandiose and superior and above everyone else. Okay, with that being said, they very well can be looking down at others. They may make their spouse or significant other feel less than them. This elevates their own self-esteem. However, the person that's experiencing this, their self-esteem suffers greatly. Okay, doesn't elevate it so much. They're very competitive. Okay, this can also be a problem with relationships. They may try to take over your projects or your goals. They may sabotage you so you do not succeed, or they may try to actually beat you. And with their mindset, it can be how do I put this? It can be very difficult to come out ahead, all right, or to be the victorious one in anything. So if you are, say, wanting to lose weight, I don't know, so they start a diet too, and you lose 5 pounds and you're proud, but they lost 8. You're never going to be ahead of them. They will not allow it. They're not, their makeup is not like that, all right? So with that being said, they're very competitive. They're jealous and resentful. So if you do excel with something, if you prove that you are skilled with something, if you get awards for something, praise for something, that will create a jealousy, that will create resentments. So you may end up getting something on the back burner. They may get their jabs in, or however they deal with these situations, you may feel the repercussions of it in a different way. All right. With that being said, they're very controlling. They can be very aggressive. And if you are in that situation and there's extreme aggression, I do implore you to get help, all right? They disregard boundaries, ultimately disrespecting the people that they are with, all right? This is a very belittling, abusive feeling to their victims. They will also discard those who no longer serve their needs, who no longer fuel their supply. Okay, it is said that narcissists do not feel the same type of love, or love, period, that other people may feel. It'll be very it'll be very easy for them to dispose of you, to cast you aside, okay, regardless of how much time and effort you have put in to the relationship. If you do not fulfill their needs, they will be discarded, likely already having a narcissistic supply available to them. You've already been replaced before you have been let go, is what I'm saying. All right. That being said, I mean, I do have a heck of a lot of chicken scratches here, but yeah, that is pretty much the rundown of a narcissist personality. Can't make it very glamorous, sorry, but if you're wondering, that is just a handful. And you know, on this channel there's a video on narcissistic personalities where it's basically just pictures and it's real low key. I kind of did that thinking if you're sitting next to them, you might not want them to know what you're looking at. So I will put more of those videos up like that as well. But yeah, just kind of I forgot probably the most important one, gaslighting. Now, you do not have to be a narcissist to gaslight. However, gaslighting is a huge thing, and this is basically strategically setting you up to become argumentative or have some type of emotional, I'm going to say, explosion. Because they are looking for some kind of reaction, and usually it's not a calm, loving one. Usually this is to create arguments or to make you look foolish in front of others. So you look like the abusive one, so you'll look like the one that has mental issues, or you look like the manipulator. All right, but basically end result is you're making them look like the victim and the good guy. Now I will say this, I'm going to keep going here, sorry, because as I keep speaking, more and more comes to me. But when this happens, a lot of times they will then be like, oh, I'm a victim, you've offended me, you said this to me. In fact, the fact is you were actually saying this in defense of yourself or in response to something they had said. But that will be long forgotten. The bottom line to them is, you responded this way, you said this, so now I'm the victim and you're the bad guy. So I would really probably encourage you not to be kind of privy if you were dealing with this personality type, and they call it gray rocking. To be blunt, keep your mouth shut. Don't fall for it. Do not respond to it. If they insult you, turn the other cheek on this one, because you're not going to win. You're not going to come out ahead. It's already been organized in their brain, and they will not let you win. So this is one of those times where you take the high road, smile and nod, and you have a reason to get up and leave. Not engage. Do not engage. So this is my little cap on narcissistic personalities. So just in case you're wondering, they're not like this when you first meet them. They usually just adore you, fawn over you, make you feel, I don't know, like you've been bombed by love. They call it love bombing. They make you feel like you are the most amazing creature on this earth. They shower you with gifts, shower you with affection. They get you to confide in them. They will use all of that against you later. So wonderful. So just be careful out there, especially if you're starting new relationships and stuff like that. If somebody latches on and it's too good to be true and you're just being adored and they really don't even know you, that's a sign. I know you're wonderful. I'm not saying you're not, but come on. You'll know exactly what it is, when you see it. And it works very often, especially if you're codependent or something like that, which is a previous video of mine. You'll find it in the playlist as well. So check it out and beware. That's it. Talk to you later.